Mole concept is like is it like something used for measurement of small particles? Because
Mm-hmm.
the normal units like centimeter or millimeter
Mm-hmm.
or nanometer are too big for them. So
Mm-hmm.
mole is used for measurement of particle because because the other measurements are too big for the
Mm-hmm.
molecules of like
Yep.
gas.
Okay. Any other point related to this?
Um, it's only
Mhm.
applicable to gases, like gas particles, not liquid and solid molecules.
Okay. Only applicable to gaseous state. Fine. Any other point?
No, no, I don't know.
No. Fine. Well tried. But just see, where are you from?
I'm
I
from
always
Maharashtra.
left in Maharashtra. Great. Excellent. Huh? Quite culturally rich. Where are you right now?
I live in Dubai.
Japan. Excellent. See, but yeah, you told me that mole concept is for measurement. That's fine. But measurement of what? That is the point. Okay. Mole basically is for the measurement of the quantity. Okay. The quantity. Okay. First listen, Bacha, please. Then I'll give you time to write it down. Okay. Just understand the concept. Okay. Mole basically is any quantity that we're using to measure the quantity. Okay. Simple point. Okay. Now, what you told me, meter, centimeter. First of all, nanometer is also a very small unit used for the atoms and the particles and the molecules. Okay. But the point is that these are not measuring the quantity. These are somewhere measuring the length, right?
Yeah.
These are also measurement units. But what are they measuring? They are measuring the length. Mole is also somewhat, you can say in simple words, is a measuring unit. But what is it measuring? It is measuring some quantity. It is measuring some quantity. I'll give you a basic example here. If I tell you the length of my scale is 15 centimeters. The length of my scale is 15 centimeters. What am I measuring there? I'm measuring the length, which comes out to be 15 centimeters, right? Clear?
Yeah.
I measured it using the unit that is centimeter. And what did I measure? I measured the length. First point. Second, if I'm saying, if I'm saying I have got 2 moles of sodium chloride. Example, I have got 2 moles of sodium chloride. Here also I'm measuring something. But what am I measuring? I'm measuring the quantity of sodium chloride molecules present with me. Is the point clear? Simple point. What is mole? It is a measurement unit which is measuring the quantity.
Mhm.
Fine. Now, quantity of what? Quantity of what? Mole
Particle,
could be what are particles?
the constituents of a particular
Uh-huh.
thing
Fine.
or
Fine.
an
If
atom.
I say are ions particles,
Yes.
are atoms particles,
Yeah.
are
There.
molecules particles,
Yes.
are compounds particles?
No.
No. What are the
No.
particles for compound? That's molecule. Fine. Good. Okay. So basically, mole can measure anything. Mole can measure the ions, mole can measure the atoms, mole can measure the molecules, anything. Okay. That
Mhm.
could be measuring anything. Fine. Now, this is the second point. The third point related to mole. What is the value for mole? What is the value for mole? Do you know that? What is the value for mole? 1 mole
It's
is
something like
equal to
6.022 into 10 raised to 24,
20.
23.
Okay. This is the value for moles. And mind it, there is no unit for this. Why there's no unit? Because we are simply measuring the number. Okay, what will
Okay.
be the unit? Numbers, right? What will be the unit? There are
Mhm.
these number of particles present in this water bottle of water. Okay, what am I measuring? I'm simply measuring the number. How can I have any unit there, right? So
Mhm.
1 mole is this. 1 mole is this. If I now say I have got, can you give me one example based on these 2 points, whatever we have discussed here?
Based on like mole concept and the number, uh, right?
No.
Yeah. Hello. Sorry, I couldn't hear you for a second.
Yeah. I was asking you, can you give me any example based on this, whatever we have discussed in these 2 points? Can you give me any use of mole that we are using in a day-to-day life?
We use mole to like to calculate the number of particles.
Yep. Give me any example for that.
Okay. Example as in like when we say like this pen has 1 mole of 1 mole, so then that means it has 6.022 into 10 raised to 23
Okay,
number
the
of.
constituting particles, you are saying if we calculate the constituting particles of this pen, let's suppose it comes out to be 1 mole, therefore 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 constituting particles are present in this pen, right? Is that what you are saying?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. So that is what you mean by mole. Now let's come to other thing. What is this called as? This is also called as the Avogadro's number.
Mhm.
Avogadro's number, yes. And the value of this Avogadro's number is this. And how do we represent the Avogadro's number? Like this, NO. Okay. Simple representation. Fine. Now I'll come to the basic point here. How is mole related to the mass? These are all the basic points. The next class we'll be discussing all of this in detail. So let's quickly have a revision here. How is mole related to the mass? Is mole related to the mass?
Um. Yes, because it's the number of particles.
More the mass, more the number of particles, less the mass, less the number of particles. Excellent. Fine. And what is the relation between them?
It's directly proportional.
It's directly proportional. Fine. Actually, tell me one thing. Are you clear with the concept of the atomic mass? The molecular mass, yes?
Like a bit like I don't know what like you're referring to here.
See, are you clear with the concept of molar mass?
No, I
Because
don't
this
know
is
what.
very important.
I don't remember.
Okay, no worries. So we'll discuss it very quickly. See, atomic mass simply refers to the mass of an atom. Mass of an atom. Okay. Let's say I have one atom. Okay, one atom of oxygen. One atom of oxygen. So the mass after many calculations and all of that is 16 U. U is the unit of the atomic mass. Sorry. U is the unit of atomic mass. Okay. So the mass of this oxygen atom, one oxygen atom is 16 U. Clear? If I say the mass of one hydrogen atom is 1 U. Okay. One hydrogen atom is 1 U. Okay. One nitrogen atom is 14 U. What is it? 14 U. Okay. So like this, we have the mass of all atoms of all different elements. Clear? That is atomic mass. What is molecular mass? See, molecular mass. If I have a molecule, okay, if I have a molecule, example H2O, can I say H2O is a molecule?
Yes. No,
Yes.
it's like
Huh? But it's
like
a
we could.
molecule.
Okay, yeah,
It's
we
a
could say it's
molecule. Okay. It's a molecule. Right. How many atoms are there in this? Clearly 3 atoms, 2 of hydrogen, 1 of oxygen, right? So how do I calculate the mass of this molecule? I will 2 into 1, okay? 2 into 1 because 1 is the mass of one hydrogen atom, right? 1 U plus 1 is to 16, 1 into 16 U, right? Are you getting this? 2 atoms of hydrogen present, therefore we multiply 2 into 1 because 1 is the mass of one hydrogen atom. And I'll add that to the mass of the oxygen atoms present. How many oxygen atoms? One oxygen atom. Therefore, how much mass of oxygen atom? Into 16U. Are you getting this? Okay.
Yeah.
So I will get the molecular mass here as 18U, right? I will get the molecular mass here as 18U. Clear? So molecular mass and atomic mass clear. Now come to the molar mass. Come to the molar mass because that's the key concept here. Molar. Clearly by the name, the mass of 1 mole of any substance. The mass of 1 mole of any substance is called as the molar mass, right? And if I'm talking very specifically, I will say, let's say I'm talking about the mass of the mass of sodium chloride. Let's take the example, right? If I say the mass of 1 mole of sodium chloride molecules, the mass of 1 mole of sodium chloride molecules, don't you think will be called as the molar mass of sodium chloride molecules? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? If I ask you the molecular mass of sodium chloride, you will calculate sodium into 1 plus chlorine into 1, right? Right? Now I'm saying Here the number of molecules was 1 because we were calculating the molecular mass, right? Just the mass of one molecule is called as the molecular mass, right? Now the molar mass will be what? The mass of 1 mole of that compound. How many moles? I mean, what's the value of 1 mole? 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of sodium chloride. The mass of this will be called as the molar mass of, are you getting this? 1 mole of sodium chloride.
Okay.
Any confusion here? Yes or no? Simple math, leave maths. It's a simple understanding, right? If I'm calculating the mass of one molecule, it is called as the molecular mass. If I'm calculating the mass of 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of that compound, since that is called as 1 mole, that is called as the molar mass, right? In simple words, mass of 1 mole of any compound, any particular compound, whichever we are concerned with, is called as the molar mass of that compound. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Right? And how do I get to know that? If I have the mass of one molecule, I can multiply that by the mole number. I can multiply that by the Avogadro's number, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Fine. Now see, I'll give you one more example here. Let's say I talk about the, what is this? What is this?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Like
what is 2 representing here, huh?
two molecules of oxygen.
Mm-hmm. 2 atoms of oxygen in one molecule of oxygen element here, huh? This is one molecule, and in one molecule there are 2 atoms. But you clear this, okay? Because once you are learning the stoichiometry, you will have to balance the equations, and to balance the equations, all of this is important. Clear? Fine. So there are 2 atoms here. In this one molecule, this is a molecule, right? Sorry, this is a molecule. How many atoms are present in this molecule?
2.
2. If I have to know the mass of this, how will I know that? How will I know that? Clearly, I will multiply 2 into 16U, right? Because mass of one oxygen atom is 16U. I have 2 atoms here, right? I will get 32U. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear? Now, if I say I have this thing, iron atom, okay? Iron atom. Or leave iron atom. I have calcium atom, okay? I have calcium atom. How many calcium atoms? 1. What's the mass here? What's the mass here? 40U, okay? That's 40U, okay? Now I say 1 mole of calcium atom. What's the mass of this? Mass of 1 mole of calcium atom. I already told you in the beginning, we can measure anything with the mole. We can also measure the atoms, we can also measure the ions, we can also measure the molecules. In this case, we were measuring the molecules, right? 1 mole of NaCl, which is a molecule. In this case also, we'll be measuring 1 mole of O2, which is a molecule. Here I'm measuring 1 mole of calcium atom, which is an atom. I hope that is clear. Yes? Now, how will I know this? I know the mass of 1 calcium atom. If I can multiply this by the mole value, right? I will get the, yes or no? Tell me, is this not simple? Fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you have understood the concept of molar mass. I am coming to the units of molar mass. Molar mass. See, important point, bacha. Whatever we have as the atomic mass, okay? Whatever we have as the atomic mass, and I just want to tell you the unit for atomic mass is U, okay? I will replace that value with grams. I will get the molar mass. I will replace that value with grams. Example.
Like
Example.
after multiplying the 14 to
I will
6,
get the value in grams because that's a big number, right? If you get it, that's a big number. Into 10 raised to the power 23, okay? I'll get the value in grams, okay? Example, 40U was the mass of 1 calcium atom. Please understand this. The mass of 1 calcium atom was 40U, right? If I have to know the mass of 1 mole of calcium atom, I'll simply just replace this value with grams. Is this understood? And what is this? The molar mass.
Okay.
The molar mass of what? Molar mass of calcium atom. Is it understood? Yes. Is it understood?
We did 14 to 1, right? Over here.
How did we do 14 to 1? Where does that 1 come from? Huh? See, I'll simply tell you one. If I have to know the molar mass, don't you think I will have to multiply this value into the mass of 1 oxygen, 1 calcium atom, that was 40, right? Now, after this calculation, we will get the same value That is 40, but with a different unit. That is through
Okay.
calculations and assumptions. Okay, all of that. The value of this will be equal to 40 grams only. Is it clear? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Is it clear? Now you tell me the mass of 1 mole of water molecules very quickly. 1 mole of water molecules quickly.
Okay.
Molar mass of H2O.
So since it's hydrogen is like 1U, so it'll be 2 into 1U, so it'll be 2U into 16U, which will be
Excellent. First, see, it's yes, excellent. First, know how to approach the question, and you're approaching it in the right manner. I'm just quickly discussing it here. First, always, since it's a molecule, we'll calculate the molecular mass first, right? We'll calculate the molecular mass. And what's the unit for molecular mass? That is U. Already told you, right? That is U. What will be the molecular mass here? That will be 2 into 1U plus 1 into 16U, right? I will get 18U. Is it clear? 18U. Now this is the molecular mass. Now I have to know the molar mass. What do I have to know?
molar mass.
Molar mass. Okay. If you want to just understand it properly here, so I will have to multiply these number of molecules into the mass of one molecule, right? And what is the value I will get? I will get here as 18 grams. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes. Any problem here? And
No.
this 18 grams is what? It is the molar mass of water. It is the molar mass of water molecule, right? It is the molar mass of water molecule. Clear? And molar mass is also called as very frequently we can use it with gram atomic mass if we are talking it in terms of atom. Okay, gram atomic mass, because in simple words, the number of mole atoms required to give you that mass in grams, I mean that mass for the mole, okay, that the quantity of those atoms in grams, we take it here. Okay, so it's a bit complicated, but as we'll go through that, we'll understand it. Okay, so molar mass has been understood.